Liberal Viewer presents.
So, when the president of Iran hosted a conference this month on whether the Holocaust ever happened, it raised the issue of whether we should give freedom of speech to obviously false opinions. Some similar free speech issues were raised by the offense some people reportedly took at some Nazi gingerbread men. You heard right, I did say Nazi gingerbread men. Now, I've always opposed censorship, and I've always believed the best antidote for false speech is true speech. And I think last week's Colbert Report metaphorically made that same point, covering the Nazi gingerbread men, described here as
complete with swastikas and Hitler and the notorious hand motion.
That's why I'm giving this artist not only a wag of my finger, but a wag of my entire arm. Bad, 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 bad. Nation, we cannot let these brown sugar shirts goose-step through the heartland. We must mobilize our American doughboys. We should also gather our allies, the British puddings, the French pastries, the Danishes. A coalition of the fillings, if you will.
And while Colbert's response to the Nazi gingerbread men was almost cute, the Daily Show coverage of the Iranian Holocaust Deniers conference was definitely edgier, as shown in this clip.
Well, was there anybody there, other than the couple of Orthodox Jews we saw earlier, who acknowledges the reality of the Holocaust?
Well, not explicitly, but there are a group of Nazis here who are developing a book and TV special. If we did it, this is how it would have happened.
I see.
Oh, Judith Regan, is there anything you won't publish?
So what did Judith Regan, O.J. Simpson, Holocaust deniers, and Nazi gingerbread men all have in common? Well, each represents a point of view so false or repugnant for some that they consider placing them outside of free speech protections. And on this point, I'd like to refer to a great book called On Liberty by John Stuart Mill, to which I provide a link in the video description. Even though I'm not a utilitarian, I love On Liberty because in it, Mill has already written down just about all the good arguments for free speech you could come up with yourself. On this issue, for example, I want to read you several quick sentences to show you what I mean. Here's a quote from J.S. Mill. "In the case of any person whose judgment is really deserving of confidence, how has it become so? Because he has kept his mind open to criticism of his opinions and conduct. Because it has been his practice to listen to all that could be said against him, to profit by as much of it as was just, and expound to himself, and upon occasion to others, the fallacy of what was fallacious. Because he has felt that the only way in which a human being can make some approach to knowing the whole of a subject is by hearing what can be said about it by persons of every variety of opinion, and studying all modes in which it can be looked at by every character of mind. No wise man ever acquired his wisdom in any mode but this, nor is it in the nature of human intellect to become wise in any other manner." So what do you think? Do you think we should deny free speech to Judith Regan, O.J. Simpson, Holocaust deniers, or Nazi gingerbread men? And to open it up a little, are there any opinions you consider so false or offensive that you think they do not deserve free speech protection?
I YouTube, you decide.